We're surrounded by smiles every single day. On the street, at work, from our friends. But what if there's a whole hidden world, a complex story built behind that simple expression? Today, we're going to dig into what might really be going on behind the smiles we think we know. And this is really the heart of it all. Not every smile tells the riddle story. It sounds so simple, right? But that one sentence opens up a much deeper, much more complicated truth that's usually hiding in plain sight. So, let's start with that surface, the mask we all wear. This first part is all about that carefully constructed face we put on for everyone else to see. When you look at them, what do you see? Well, first, you see strength. You see someone who seems like they can handle anything, someone who looks completely unbreakable. And then, of course, you see happiness. You see the laughter, the joy. They're the ones lighting up the room, always positive. It's a really convincing picture. And maybe if they're not radiating strength or pure joy, at the very, very least, they look okay. They seem fine. Getting by, no big deal. But that little pause, that little okay, that's where our real story begins. So what's really going on behind that okay face? Well, now we get into the stark contrast, the silent internal battles that happen when nobody else is around to see. And this is where that contrast just hits you. On one side, you have what everybody sees, the person laughing the loudest, the absolute life of the party. But on the other side, that's what you don't see. The person crying the hardest when they're alone, fighting these huge battles in a silence no one else can even hear. So what exactly is this hidden pain? Well, it's an ache that's just completely invisible. It's those tears that don't fall from your eyes, they fall inside your heart. It's this deep feeling that there's just no one there to help, and this awful sense of isolation that comes when you believe nobody could possibly understand what you're going through. And this is exactly why it's so painful. Think about it. Tears on your face can be seen, they can be wiped away, but these tears, they have nowhere to go. They just fall inward, completely unseen. And that's precisely why they hurt the most. Okay, so this brings us to a really important question. If the pain is that bad, why on earth do people stay so quiet about it? This next part explores the very real reasons and fears that make people hide what they're truly feeling. It's like this little cycle that just plays out in your head. You have this impulse, right? You really genuinely want to reach out. You want to tell someone, anyone, everything that's going on. But then you stop. You just stop yourself because this powerful fear kicks in that no one will get it. But honestly, there's a fear that's even deeper than that. Worse than being misunderstood is that paralyzing thought that maybe someone would understand your pain and they just wouldn't care. And when you're faced with that risk, silence can feel a whole lot safer. And look, this isn't some one-time decision. It's a habit that gets built up brick by brick over time. It starts with just one day of carrying it all inside. Then it's a week of hiding it behind a smile. And before you know it, pretending to be okay is just second nature. It becomes a habit. And after a while, that performance is so good, the whole world believes it. So what do we do with all this? Where do we go from here? Well, this last part is a message. It's for those of us who see the smiles, and it's for those of us who wear them. It's all about rethinking what strength and kindness really mean. This forces us to completely reframe our definition of strength. We tend to think of strength as not feeling pain, but what if that's wrong? What if true strength is actually the incredible endurance it takes to carry that pain and still show up with a smile? It's not about being invulnerable. It's about mastering the art of hiding your vulnerability. So here's the takeaway for all of us. Remember that some of the strongest people you know might be fighting the biggest battles in private. So please, be kind. Be kind to that person who's always smiling, because you never know what kind of story is hiding just behind it. And hey, if you're listening to all of this and thinking, wow, that's me, then this message is for you. That performance is exhausting, and it's okay to stop. You have permission. You don't always have to be strong. Really, it's okay. It's okay to feel whatever it is you're feeling. It's okay to break. It is more than okay to let someone in, to let them see your pain. You deserve to have tears that are seen. You deserve to be understood. So I'll just leave you with this one thought to carry with you. After everything we've talked about, after exploring this silent architecture, whose smile will you see differently now?
Thanks so much for joining me for this one.